This is the second of 5 games in a 10-game span for the Winthrop Eagles. 4 of those 5 on the road. Now, they won Thursday night against PC, a nail-biter down to the wire, 60-58. We are underway here in Rock Hill. Gardner-Webb is in red. Winthrop is in white. Eagles looking to start 5-0 for the 3rd consecutive season. They have been really the powerhouse in the Big South Conference for over 2 decades. And a missed 3 gets us started by Dufiel. Maybe not his game, but he had the open shot, and that's one of the principles in this offense. If you have that open shot, take it. But they really want to score at the rim and at the free throw line.
Yeah, they do, and they have to be more efficient in this game. One of the issues they've had throughout the season is they get in late clock situations like right now, and they struggle to find a quality shot and score the basketball. But almost two straight offensive rebounds to start this game as DJ Burns gets tied up down there on the floor.
Yeah, it doesn't take one player, it takes 2 to dive on the floor with DJ Burns.
Good luck. Yeah.
But that tells you the intensity of this game. I mean, almost 45 seconds in, and you got the preseason conference player of the year diving on the floor for a loose ball. Love to see that.
Yeah, these are the 2 programs, as you see there, but these are the 2 programs over the last 5 or 6 years in the Big South Conference that have been the ones that represented this conference in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, the most recent, Winthrop has been the back-to-back Big South Conference champions, and the last team to make it other than Winthrop to the NCAA tournament was Gardner-Webb. And Tim Kraft, a 4 seed that year. He's done a terrific job at the helm in 9 seasons. He's never had a losing record in Big South Conference play.
Right now you see they look inside to Burns, couldn't find him there. Now they're going to have him lift out, and that's a large screen to work around when big DJ Burns makes his way outside.
He was calling for it. It's Hightower with the shot clock winding down, airballs it wide, and it's going to be out of bounds. Gardner-Webb basketball. So neither team really getting anything going in their first possession, although Gardner-Webb maybe had a little bit of a better look inside.
Yeah, and what we see right away, we talked about the matchup in the open, right, is the 2 big guys in Reed and Burns making it difficult for the other guy to get the basketball inside. Changing the coverage on these guys back and forth as Reed gets it inside here, and there he goes to that left hand, unable to finish.
And DJ just so hard to shoot around. Maybe not a prolific shot blocker, but you have to account for that mass and size. Ball's going to be out of bounds off Russell Jones Jr. Russ making his 2nd consecutive start. It's his 5th start overall. Jones, Anumba, Good, Hightower, Burns, the starting 5 for Winthrop. Terry, Demurray, and Williams, Zion Williams, Kareem Reed, and Ludovic Dufiel, the starting 5 for the Running Bulldogs.
And it's interesting you mentioned Russell Jones Jr., the human press break is what I call him. He's unbelievable with his ball handling ability. He's low to the ground. They list him at 5'8". I think that might be a stretch. But he's such an important player, particularly off missed shots with this defense to get them running and get them easy opportunities.
There's that matchup we were looking for. That time it's Reed over Burns, and the Bulldogs take the lead.
And that's an example of what I was talking about, right? The first possession that Reed got it down inside, he missed with the left hand. This time, he scores with the right hand as Anumba gets fouled on his way to the basket.
Nice drive by Mike Anumba. Lance Terry picks up the foul, his first. The junior from College Park, Georgia, the Heritage School for Lance Terry, where he was coached by a former Winthrop great, Joab Jerome.
How about that? And Terry is another one that keep an eye on. He can really fill it up when he gets it going as Anumba knocks down the first free throw.
He's been one of the Winthrop's best free throw shooters. Comes in 79%, Winthrop's leading free throw shooter, 75% over his career, so not really a fluky thing for Mike Anumba, who's a good offensive player, but he's arguably one of Winthrop's best on-ball defenders and one of the better defenders in the Big South Conference. Ties our game with the 2nd free throw, 2-2.
I was getting ready to say, Mike, his defense is so valuable to this program.
Williams with a miss. Russell Jones Jr. rebounds. Winthrop looks to push in transition. But credit Gardner-Webb, one of their strengths is getting back in defensive transition. And Tim Kraft told us what he loves about this team is they are locked in on the defensive principles that they're trying to instill.
And they better be against this Winthrop basketball team, right? Because they do so many things. As Patrick Good gets the shot block there, going to be interesting to see how they get him going in this game, coming off a 31-point performance the other night. But one of the things that you better do against Winthrop is defend as a team, because they probe so well and create so many different ways and opportunities to get easy shots.
Well, it's been a good defensive matchup so far. 7 on the shot clock, and Zion Williams hits the game's first 3. The transfer from Missouri, Kansas City, the Roos.
That's right, the Kangaroos. And that's a big shot, right? Because they've got to find a way. Now they've scored inside and they've scored outside. They've got to find a way to create space to get some opportunities as Dufayel picks up the foul there, trying to battle with DJ Burns in the paint.
Yeah, whistle off the ball, and Dufayel picks up his first. And the team's second, the St. Joseph Martinique native.
I love this. I just love that, right? Like, I just, Martinique, it's just great.
Well, who wouldn't want to, not only say, it's fun to say, it's also, I imagine, fun to go to.
I haven't been there. I will say that.
You were just recently back from Puerto Rico in April.
Yep. Very good time on the island.
We'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Drew Buggs checks in for Winthrop along with Chase Claxton and Kelton Talford. And stepping on the sideline was Chase Claxton. That's one of those kind of unforced errors that have kind of plagued Winthrop. But Mark Prosser was telling us before the game, Reg, that, with Winthrop's pace of play, he'll accept some of the turnovers, but they really have to lock in and protect the basketball.
Yeah, at the end of the day, possession is what you have to have to score in basketball games, right? It's that simple.
Oh, are you saying you can't score without the basketball?
You need the basketball to score, that's for sure.